Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 23 of our maritime law series. And today we're going to be talking about port state control. On the day 9 of our maritime law series, we spoke about flag states, port states, and we also spoke a little about flag state authority. We said flag state is the country where a particular ship is registered, and that ship has to fly, the flag of that particular country where it is registered. We also said that port state is the port of any country where a foreign ship is sailing to. So, what is a port state control? So, every day, ships carrying goods, passengers, and what have you, they sail into our ports. Now, but who ensures that these ships are of standard? Who ensures that these ships actually meet international conventions? Who ensures that these ships actually protect, its crew members? The other day we we're talking about seafarers' rights. Who makes sure that these ships are actually, protecting or catering for the welfare of its seafarers? That is where port state control comes in. Port state control is the inspection of foreign ships in national ports in order to verify that condition of the ship and its equipment comply with the requirements of international regulation, and that particular ship is manned and operated in compliance to these regulations. So I was trying to paint a scenario of where a ship leaves Nigeria and sails to China. When it gets to China, China has to inspect that ship in order to ensure that the ship is in compliance with international regulation. That is where China becomes the port state control, because it is its own territory. It is a port that that particular ship from Nigeria is coming into. So that ship in Nigeria is seen as a foreign ship. In 1999, Nigeria and 21 other West and Central African countries came together and said, look, we need to, implement a common mechanism for respective port control activities. Because imagine a situation where a Nigerian ship leaves Nigeria and sails to an African country like, let's say, Togo. And on getting there, the regulations are totally different or alien to that Nigerian ship. How does it work? How does global trade now work? How will African ships now manage? So, in order to find a common ground, Nigeria and these 21 other, West and Central African countries then came together and said, we are going to develop something, that binds us together, something that, will align our port state control activities together. And then they implemented what is known as the Abuja Memorandum of Understanding. I asked myself severally when I first came across this term, I'm like, of all the names, why did these guys choose Abuja? I mean, it's the FCT of our dearest country. Anyways, let me not be too flattered by the name that they choose. So it is called the Abuja Memorandum of Understanding, or Abuja MOU. Now, the objective of this Abuja MOU is simple. Firstly, to eliminate substandard ships in African waters, ensuring the fair treatment of seafarers, promoting safe and also clearer trade in the African region, also protecting African waters from environmental pollution. So basically, this Abuja MOU is just saying safety at sea first. And so far so good, this Abuja MOU is still in use amongst African countries. Hello everyone, my name is Vera Enubianozo.